Let's get started. Centurions on the red side this time. Their first ship is the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup, a Mobula being piloted by Lazy Pandas. Merc up top with an Artemis carronade on the lower deck. Flamethrower Artemis on the top deck. It's been interesting seeing this sort of staggered Artemis build has been much more common. Let's also check out the RAS Iberico, a Pyramidion being piloted by Assault Pig. Artemis carronade on the front with double Merc on the port side. Over on the Rydr side, we have the Meta Center Contempt, a Mobula being piloted by Woundsalts. Hades up top. Artemis is one's on the top deck, one's on the lower deck. And they also have staggered carronade and flamethrower. Let's go ahead and check out the LibGDL, a Goldie being piloted by Luosi. Luosi. I'm going to have to interrogate him about that. Carronade on the front with a flare on the port side, flamethrower on the starboard. Guess they're missing their Pyramidion build. Now, Meta Center Contempt might be in a little bit of trouble here. Happy B-Day Jubber Cup, no, it's not going to be in that much trouble. Meta Center actually getting the better of the Happy B-Day as LibGDL comes in from the side. Going to charge that Mobula, leaving the Iberico to try and keep the Ark. Artemis going to try to take out the Hellhound, and indeed it does. Very nice shots. Happy B-Day, however, not looking great. Hades getting loaded into the armor. Carronade from the back if they can just get it up. One more Artemis and the Happy B-Day will do it, but the armor comes up just in time. Hades again begin raining in with superb accuracy. I think the Happy B-Day may go down. If they can just get the shot. There we go. Nice Artemis shot over from, who was that? That was Lochnagar. Not too bad. Iberico right now in a lot of trouble. Trying to get away from LibGDL, I suppose, or try to give chase to try and save its ally, but now it has opened up its big fat port side to this Mobula. Easy shots. Artemis is taking out the hull, taking out engines, taking out guns, taking out everything but the balloon and armor, really. They lost one of them, but that's okay. Not worried about that at all. 0-2 for the Rydrs. Rydrs looking like they want to press in the Centurion spawn and make this quick. I think they want to make sure they have a little bit of overtime left just in case they want to play the clock in later games. When you're up, I think that's a legitimate strategy. When you feel like you are superior to the other team, it's a legitimate strategy to make sure that you achieve victory. Now the Meta Center just straight up firing out. However, the Happy B-Day does have the Merc. Meta Center realizes it's not in a great position. It's going to have to drop down and try to dodge these shots. It is going to be able to get behind this little dune. The Happy B-Day rising up, trying to get shots. Artemis is out of arc, but the Merc is way out. Meta Center struggling a little bit. Not really able to fire back. I think it's just buying time for the LibGDL to come in from the other side. And indeed it is. Fred V is all ready to fire that carronade. Meta Center Contempt holding out decently well behind that little lip. Hades finally in arc, landing a couple shots on the Happy B-Day, but a fair amount of that is going into the balloon, not exactly where they want. LibGDL coming in from the side, however, that is going to take care of that balloon, and then the Hades will have an easy shot. All they need is one more. There it goes. Maybe not. Balloon, there we go. Balloon drops. LibGDL eating a lot of fire from the RAS Iberico, but it doesn't have the kill potential. Armor drops on the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup, and Artemises start raining in. LibGDL doing a quick turn around to try and stop the Iberico, but it's going to get rammed, and that actually may put LibGDL into arc. No, it doesn't. Armor drops, gets forced out of the way. Iberico loses arc as well. Meta Center Contempt doing a huge number to the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup. Hades going into the armor. Nice and easy. Armor burning away. They really need to deal with those fires, but I don't think they're going to be able to in time. Mobula drops in a shower of fire. RS Iberico getting the better of the LibGDL. It does drop against the ground, but the Meta Center Contempt has super easy Hades shots on it. They're going to reload and probably finish off the Iberico. Pop, pop, pop. Not quite able to finish it off. A lot of that going into the balloon. Engines, however, quite disabled. Not going to be able to do a whole lot in the meantime. Armor drops. All engines are down. Balloon is hurting. The Iberico has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and no way to get anywhere. Engines are all down. They're just tanking armor. Happy B-Day Jubber Cup spawns way on the other side. Not going to risk a meat grind. Oh, never mind. They wanted to spawn in to help the Iberico, but spawn broke. Uh-oh. Bug report. Either way, oh, sometimes you can't spawn. Yeah, Lazy Panda saying, wouldn't have made a difference. I agree. Yeah, that wouldn't have helped at all. (4-0) in favor of the Rydrs. Centurions are going to have to approach this very, very carefully. The Rydrs have been approaching these fights very well every time. The Meta Center Contempt hiding behind those dunes for just long enough. I was very impressed. Looks like the Rydrs just want to close this one out. Not sure how much time we have left. Ooh. Now they're just going to keep their distance. They're afraid of that Mercury, and they're going to take cover. They have a shot. LibGDL. Again, the Rydrs looking for that flank. Should be able to get it. We're going to go out. Ooh, it actually lands into the... It must have hit the engines. But where is it? There we go. Yeah, it totally hit one of the engines. Now LibGDL has managed to get into position. Now the big problem is going to be the Meta Center Contempt closing distance, but it looks like SPQR realizes that the LibGDL is way around the side. Meta Center Contempt coming in, trying to fire, but the Iberico really wants the LibGDL. And Hydrogen's up, buying time for the Meta Center to get in. Right now, it's trying to deal with the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup, but the Iberico looking to finish off the LibGDL before it can do a whole lot, or at least drop it down to the ground. Artemis comes out, not landing in any of the engines. It's going to make things a little bit difficult for them. The Meta Center Contempt and LibGDL continue to rain fire down on the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup. Balloons down, they're using Drogue Shoot to buy themselves a little bit of time for the Iberico to come in, but the Ram comes in for the LibGDL. Balloons down, armor's down, hull's getting shredded. Slowly. Armor's not coming up. They bounce. Balloon comes up just in time to eat that damage. The Iberico coming in from the side. It may be a little bit late. LibGDL has eaten quite a bit of damage, and there it goes. Ram gonna finish them off. Happy B-Day Jubber Cup still eating fire from the Meta Center Contempt, and it's just gonna try to get the kill to finish this game out. Armor drops. Artemis is raining in with damage. Hades going into the balloon, I believe. Yes, it is. Balloon drops on the Meta Center. Iberico has done its work, and now it is going to finish the job. Bouncy, bouncy. Smashy, smashy. Rammy, rammy. 2-4. Still in favor of the Rydrs. Rydrs need just one more kill, and that Mobula is so hurt. One more armor break should do it. However, they don't have the reliable armor break of the Mercury. They have the Hades, so they've still got to make it. They've still got to make a really strong engagement. Oosh, all the way over here. Rydrs, I think they're likely to take the ribs again. I would not be surprised if they just decided to go together, combine their damage to finish these guys off. The one problem with that is that the Centurions are just going to keep pace, but if the Rydrs wanted to, they could just run out the clock, potentially. 5 minutes on the clock. And it looks like, okay, they're going to go for a split again. LibGDL looking for the flank. This isn't surprising at all. Meta Center hanging out low, but this is just making it easier for the Artemises to land. The Iberico trying to sell the LibGDL so the Happy B-Day Jubber Cup can deal with the Meta Center. There we go. They do manage to get rid of one of those engines, slowing down the LibGDL. Now, what is the Meta Center doing? Meta Center has actually managed to close distance. No, because the Happy B-Day is charging in. I don't see why it's getting this close. It doesn't need to be this close. And now the Rydrs have easy shots of the Hades. Not sure at all what they're trying to do. LibGDL managing to shake the Iberico. The disable on the Carrot just is not enough. And LibGDL is looking for a ram to finish this one off. Armor breaks. Quick kill. Rydrs take game number 1.